Since last Thursday, we've seen the Bitcoin price explode from a low of 25K to now sitting above $30,000. Now, this is what we were waiting for, because instead of getting overly hyped about ETF FOMO or any other news that was coming out, we were focused on one particular level, and that is this 27.2K level. This was our breakout level, where if the price broke this level, we expected it to go up to 30K. And shortly after breaking this level, it did get up to the 30K level that we've been watching for a while. Now the market conditions have changed majorly. From the period of April over here to the period of around June over here, we were in a slow bleed crab market. So it was just going sideways really slowly, and there was a solidified downtrend over here. Then the downtrend broke as we broke this 27.2K level, and we got a breakout following that as well. There's some really decent volume behind this move as well. Now, what is next? And that puts us in a bit of a tricky situation, because the conditions are still ranging. We haven't fully broken out of this range of the 30K to the 25K level, because we could easily deviate a bit above there and then step back into this range. And if we step back into this range here, that will be a trigger to short. So once the price from here steps back into this range, it's probably going to head back down to about 27.2K, maybe a little higher, up to 27.8K. Somewhere in this zone is where I expect the price to revert to, because for me, that'll confirm that this move was just another deviation, a big bounce from this low, deviate, and then back into the range. However, until we step back into this range, there are some opportunities to play for continuation. That gives us a high risk zone over here between about 30K to 31K, where we could preemptively build a position expecting it to break out further. And this is a really nice breakout, because I expect price to go up to 36K as the next major resistance. And given the lack of historic resistance in this area, it gives us loads of room to run with the price. So accumulate here if you want to take on a bit more risk with less size, but my preferred play is going to be waiting for the breakout of now this 31K level, or waiting for price to break back into this 30K range. Because even to the downside, there is a decent amount of move to capture here, 9.3%, a lot of money to be made there. Zooming out to the 1 week is also very important, because the candlesticks tell an interesting story here. If you take a look, this move is very significant, because when you're looking at the candles, remember, there's a war going on between the bears and the bulls. The blue candles here are the bears, the white candles are the bulls. And right now, the battle is hugely in favor of the bulls. In fact, one unit of the bull army has just wiped out months of battle and downtrend from the bears in just one swift move. That looks very, very good in favor of the bulls. And in retrospect, a lot of people were looking to buy this 25K level as price was going up to here. They were begging for this 25K level, and it was going to be the key structural retest that they bought, and then they just got scared because it wasn't the move they expected. It didn't suddenly clip down really quickly for them to buy and bounce back up. In fact, it did something much scarier, which was really slowly bleed out to it for months, extract all the hope from the market, and then hit this level where even experienced traders on Twitter, I saw they were talking about buying this level, and then when it finally, the opportunity presented to them, this time is different. The news doesn't feel good. The sentiment doesn't feel good. The recession is here. That's why you really need to just focus on the charts. Confluence is useful, but if you can't stick to your plan, if you can't use the price data here to make your trading decisions, it's going to be very difficult to succeed. Next, we'll go on to the 4-hour chart, because this is where you can be looking for your long or short entries. These would be the two levels, about 31K here and 30K here. Very, very closely watch these two levels and look to enter the market when we break above or below these levels. And that's the full update. That's everything I'm watching for this week. I will be actively trading and heavily back in the market, because these are the sort of conditions I do well in.